Okay. Welcome, my friends. We are live, and I'm wearing a hat today because the sun is shining outside and it's so nice and it's so warm. And yeah, I'm trying to attract spring. Okay. I'm trying to attract spring. Oh my gosh, it's like minus 9 outside, but it's sunny and very nice. But it's cold. I came from work, my hands are freezing. I just wanted to come on and do a live because I like to keep my promises. I want to make more lives for you guys. All right. So as you see the topic today, we're talking about how to have true success in life. I'm just going to get to the topic, how to have true success in life, how to be more happy, how to be more joyous, how to have more money, how to have peace. That's what we're talking about today because a lot of people, I think all of us, I won't say a lot of people, I think everybody out here on those streets want to have more peace, more joy, more money, more happiness. And you may think that it's not achievable, but it is. And there is some ways how you can do that. People always ask me, like, oh my gosh, you're always so happy, you're always so chirpy. I get that all the time. But what about work? It was like, you not a day you come in like you're not miserable, you're unhappy, you're not mad, you're not upset or something like that. No, why should I be unhappy? Why should I be mad? You know why? It's not worth it. So there's a way for that. There's a way to be happy every time. There's a way to not make things stress you out. There's a way to live your life stress less. You may have a couple of you may have maybe you may feel stressed because your car broke down or something like that, but that's not such a big deal. You can take a Uber or you can do something else, but like big stresses in life, like just listen to what I have to say and I guarantee you would gain some insights and something. So I have 10 juicy points for you guys. So let's go to the first point. The very first point is believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Hi. Because a lot of people, hi. A lot of people do not believe in themselves. That's number one. If you do not believe in yourself, you can squash everything. Because for you to do something, you have to believe in yourself. Hi, YZZ34. Hi. Hi, everybody. It's like you have to believe in yourself. And if you don't believe in yourself, then no one is going to believe in you. That's just the whole point about the matter. It's like, how can you do anything if you don't believe that you can do it? You're just like wasting your time. So just forget about it. Believe that you can achieve that stuff, then it's going to happen. So just believe in yourself. That's the very, very first thing that you have to do. If you decide to take on a task for yourself, you have to go into it wholeheartedly. You have to think that you're capable of doing the task, you're capable of completing the task, and you're just capable of achieving all the things that you want to achieve. So that's the first thing. Believing in yourself and don't expect anybody else to believe in you. That's point number one. Okay. Point number two is the power of books. Now, a lot of people want to achieve something, they want to do something, but it's like they're just like sitting there thinking about it nonstop and they're not really taking any actions. Now, I think every single thing that you want to do on this planet Earth is written in a book. You can go find information on it, and that wouldn't be a problem. So people don't take advantage of books. Now, you can buy books if you want, if you can afford it, or you can rent a book from the library. I go to the library and I rent so much books. Like sometimes I go on Amazon and I see a book that I want to read, but the book is like $30-40. And I'm like, nah, I'm not buying that book for $30-40. So then I go to the library and see if they have it. And if they don't have it, the librarian will send a note to other libraries in the vicinity to see if she find a book for me. And she will just do a general search all over my vicinity, and I get the book that I want to read. And there is hardly a time where I never get the book that I want to read, because there is just books everywhere. Like in a big country like Canada, Like if I'm in one province and the other province doesn't have it, I can get it sent to the province that I am in. So using books to gain information based on what you want is free, and it's so amazing. And if you're a person that can afford to buy books, then just go ahead and buy the book and read it, and take your time when you're reading books. Like when I read books, I have a little notepad and I take notes. I don't like to write in my book unless it's like I read a lot of medical books. So unless it's like a medical book and I'm trying to highlight some kind of medical point that I want to go back and remember, like cram or something to stay in my head in case that medical emergency happened, I know exactly what to do. But usually I just get like a little notebook and I write down the points that is like so important to me. Then I can go take that little book and read it, keep it in my purse or something like that. So I'll carry the whole book with me. But take notes when you're reading. Make points of the things that stand out to you or the things that you want to achieve in whatever task or whatever career or whatever thing you decide to do, whatever success you want. If you're going to read a book about how to stay peaceful every day, like write down some points on how to keep your peace. So you can pull out that little notebook and say, oh, point number 1 is to take 10 breaths, breathe, 10 times every day. So you can always do that. Just give you an example. If that's something that's going to help you to have peace. If you want to have money and you're going to read a book about how to spend money, how to save money and stuff like that. So make some notes on how you can save your money and keep it with you. Keep a little jot down some points, and then you have it with you when you're kind of being tempted. Hey, let me go take out my points and see what was something that I'm not supposed to do or what is something I should be doing. So these, like when you read books, just take points. I just don't. And another thing is like when you're reading, like read your book intentionally. Don't be like running through the pages so fast. Take your time and read the book. Read books like when you really focus. You focus. It's like you have an exam, you have a test, and you really want to get that information because you want to get a 90% or 95%. Like that's when you're reading a book like this. So like read the book with intention and take the value. What is a value to you from the book? But people don't like. People don't, I find, take advantage of books so much. A lot of people, but books can teach you a lot and reveal a lot of knowledge that maybe you're not aware of. And then you can tap into that and you can take those knowledge and you can put it into whatever thing you want to achieve in your life. I don't know what is happening with my phone, but it seems to be going in and out of focus. Let me see if I can fix it. Okay. I think it's much more focused right now. Okay, so the next point I want to make is point number 3 is achievement blindness. Have you ever heard of that? Yes, there's something called achievement blindness where people are so blinded, they think that they cannot achieve nothing. They're always saying, woe is me, who's going to give me this job? Who's going to marry me? Who's gonna? They don't think they can achieve things. Oh, I can never buy a house. I can never buy a car. I'll take the bus all the days of my life. I can buy a bicycle. I can buy this nice dress. It's like, it's either I can't or I just, who is going to do that? Who? I don't think I can. So it's like they're just blinded. They can't see that they can achieve something. And most of the time, the people who are saying these things, they are very talented people, very, very talented people. I know of someone who is like a beautiful, amazing person. She's tall. Like she's like, some people, they're just like, I don't know. They're just gorgeous and they're just made to do certain stuff. And I say to her all the time, I'm like, man, you're so beautiful. You know how beautiful you have, or you beautiful you are. You have the hair, you have the body, you have the face, you have the features. You just like, I don't know, you have the shape and everything. And she just does not believe she's beautiful. That girl, she doesn't even have a pimple on her face. She doesn't even get pimples. That is to tell you what is going on with my phone today. Oh my goodness. Okay. So this My friend, she doesn't even get pimples on her face. It's like her skin is just like flawless. You know what I mean? She had a baby and she's like, doesn't have any fat anywhere. She's like so gorgeous, but she doesn't believe she's gorgeous. She doesn't think she can achieve something. She doesn't like, she just says she's not pretty. She thinks her hair is not beautiful. She just does not believe that she can do stuff. And she has a beautiful voice. Like she can sing too. But you everything you tell her, she's like, nah, I don't think I can do that. Nah, I'm not good enough. Oh, I'm not tall enough. Maybe if I was 2 inches tall, like she's 6 foot tall. So we have a lot of people out there who just don't believe in themselves. And it doesn't matter what you tell them, they have this unbelief inside of them. And only when they see the potential, only when they believe in themselves, they can really change it. And I tell all the time, you're gorgeous, you're beautiful. Like, like these clothes look amazing on you. I say, you can be a model, like go and apply to be a model. Like you will get jobs like galore. But she doesn't do any of that. She's just like, ah, I'm just an ordinary person. I'm just an ordinary person. That's what it is. And she just says that. And she's, I think she's a very sad person. Like she's sad because she doesn't really believe in herself. Okay, so we don't want to do that. Okay, you're suffering from that because your mindset is not transformed. When you transform your mindset, you will come away from achievement blindness. You will see exactly who you are. You would move into your calling. You would move into your gifts, and you would really start to strive, and you'll be the person that God created you to be. That's exactly what's going to happen. But as long as you're in this achievement blindness, then nothing is going to happen. You're just going to be a moping, complaining person, right? Let's go to point number 4. Know who to count on and who to out of your life to get to your dream. Now, a lot of us have this problem. We do not know who to get rid of in our lives and who to count on. Sometimes you just have to get rid of people. You have to say bye-bye to people. And it's okay, because I strongly believe that everybody have a talent, everybody have a gift. But I believe that not everybody is for you. Not everybody can be your friend. Not everybody will be happy for you. There's a lot of people who are sheep in how do you call that? They're just like wolves, wolves in sheep clothing. They are not for you. They are against you. And you have to be able to perceive, to realize, to see that with your natural eyes. And a lot of us, we don't see that. And a lot of us too, sometimes we're like, oh well, that's my family member, or that's my friend, or that's my neighbor. You know what I mean? Like, listen, because you have a neighbor or you have some family member, it doesn't mean that like you're doing something bad if you say, listen, I think I'm just gonna have to cut ties with somebody. But if you see them on the street, you're not gonna just like not say hello or hi or whatever. Be polite, be approachable. But some people just have to cut them out of your life because they're not helping you in no way whatsoever. Like some people, they come, they borrow you. I had an instance where somebody they're always asking me to borrow their money. And I'm like, okay, I keep borrowing this person money all the time, but this person never gives me back my money. And they never, if I ask them to do something, it's done late, or it's never accomplished, or there's some excuse that they make. And I'm saying, wait a minute, I've known this person for years. And it's not like they're just a friend that I know yesterday. And I'm like, this person is not for me, I don't hate the person, but it's just not for me. So I just have to separate myself from them. And that's exactly what I do. Now, I see this person, we say hi, bye, whatever, but I don't lend them money anymore, and certain things I just don't do with them. That's it. Because I had to cut ties with them because it's not benefiting me at all. It's causing me to lose money. It's causing me to feel in a certain way. Oh, guys, my nose is running. I don't know what's going ahead. I think it's a little bit cold down here where I'm sitting. So it's causing me to lose money. It's causing me to go down the drain financially because this person always wants to borrow a large sum of money. And I'm saying to myself, like, come on now. Like, if you borrow some amount of money from somebody, you should give them back. Or making some excuse or giving you back like like a small amount of the money and making so much excuse that you get so tired and fed up for the person. It's like, okay, it's okay. Never mind. It's okay. I know your situation. It's your money, but you're making excuses for the person, and you're mad in yourself because you want your money back. You know what I'm saying? So things like that is not beneficial to you. So know who to say bye to, and know who are your true friends, and those people you build lasting relationships with them. That's so important. And that's something we have to say, like, it's like, yeah, that's good for me, and that's really good for me, and I don't care what anybody think. This is my life, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. And these are, that's what it is. The other day I had to tell somebody, I'm like, listen, I am a adult. I can make my own decisions and my own choices. I don't need anybody making choices for me anymore, right? I'm not under my mom or my father's roof. I'm a married woman, and I don't appreciate you telling me what to do. I'll make my own choices. Thank you. You may think that's good for me, but I know it's not good for me. So thank you very much. And sometimes things like that, you bring rift between family members, you bring rift between friends, but you have to do what is best for you. And you have to kind of, wake up to the reality of your life, your situation, your things that's going to be beneficial to you and your family. Let's move on to point number 5. Point number 5 is stop complaining. Stop complaining, get proactive. A lot of us complain too much. You want to lose weight. Oh, making excuses. Get up and go and walk. Stop eating all this food that you're eating. It's like, make a change. Clear out your fridge. Get rid of some of the things that is not good for you. Throw out all the candy and some of the junk food that you have in your house. Be proactive. Do something. Decide to buy some salad, some carrots or whatever. Make a salad. That is proactiveness. Stop complaining. Oh, my feet is hurting me. My legs are hurting me. My diabetes was high. So it's like, stop. Like, be proactive. Do something. Go for a walk. Like, stop eating those snacks that you eat at night when you're watching TV. Instead of sitting on the couch and watching TV, how about you do something else? Walk up and down the step a couple of times. Sometimes sometimes I'm lazy. I don't want to exercise. I just run up and down my stairs, up and down the stairs, up and down the stairs, because I just don't feel like doing a cardio. I just put a time my watch, and I'm like, let me time, and I'm gonna do this for 5 or 10 minutes. I just go up and down the step, up, down, right? For 5 or 10 minutes. This is good cardio. Find something that you like, and just do it for 10 minutes. High intensity workout. And stop the excuses. Somebody told me, you can say that, you can tell me about exercising, but I have thyroid problems. That's why I have weight gain. I'm like, okay, you have thyroid problems? Are you taking thyroid medication? No. But I know I have thyroid problems. Do you go for a walk? No. Do you exercise? No. I'm like, okay then. You see the excuses that we make for ourselves? Like, we really have to stop making those excuses. Like, if you're a diabetic person, your diabetes is always up high, and you're always complaining. Like, do something about it. You have high blood pressure? Do something about it. You want to lose weight? Do something about it. You're living from paycheck to paycheck. Stop spending. Like, be proactive. Start making some home cooked meal. Stop buying coffee. Make your own coffee from home. Start drinking tea. Grow some herbs. Like, do stuff like that. Oh, I don't have money. Oh, it's hard to pay my rent this month. Oh, this. Well, move. Like I tell you guys in so many videos, move out of that place that you're living in. Go somewhere else. You're gonna stay there and suffer? I don't understand people. I have that. I was living in an apartment. I moved. I'm like, you know what? Things are not going the way I want it. I'm moving. And I say that in many videos already. Like if I'm not happy with my state of life, I just do something else because it's not worth my, my, I'm not going to suffer for anything. I'm not going to make anything make me suffer because it's not worth it. You only have one life to live. Why are you going to be doing that kind of stuff? Anyway, so just stop complaining. Be proactive. Get up and do something so that the situation that you're in will change. Point number 6 is you got to be hungry for success. If you want to be successful, be hungry for it. Okay? Now, if you want to have money, be hungry about it. You need to make a budget. You need to stop spending money on all those extra things that is not necessary. All those wants, cut them out. Only spend your money on, I mean, all those wants, stop spending money on them. But the need, like the basic things like food, clothing, and shelter, that's what you spend your money on. And be very critic everything that you spent. You know, actually in my life, I don't remember a time when like I ever had problem with finances. To be honest with guys, like I have always been like a pincher, and I always like pinch my money. So it's like if I have $1, I'm just not gonna spend the entire dollar. I'm gonna spend like 25 cents and save 75 cents. That's the way I am because to me, logically, it just makes more sense. In my mind, I always want to be the person who I don't have to go and ask somebody for something. No, listen, if I need something, I have no shame in asking somebody to give it to me, to lend me or whatever, and I'll pay you back. Like I don't have that like a shame to go ask somebody for help, whatever. No, not me. I'm going to ask you for help. But what I'm saying is that I always want to have my things, my own. I don't want to be depending on somebody else to give me stuff. Like I'm strong, I'm healthy, I'm capable, I'm knowledgeable. Then I can take care of myself and my family if need me. Like, you know, yeah. So stuff like that. Like I want to be. You have to be hungry for something. No, when people hungry, what do they eat? What do? They go eat, right? So if you're hungry for rice, you go make rice and you eat it. If you're hungry for chicken, you go cook chicken and you eat chicken. That's what happened. So if you're hungry for success, go find success, right? And grab it. But there's a method to get success. You have to have a list. And on that list must be the things or the thing. It could be one thing. Success doesn't have to be like a whole lot of things. Success should just be one thing. Or it could be many things. You have the thing that you want to be successful in, or the things that you want to achieve, and then you go at it. But you have to have a method. Let's talk about finances, for example. Now, I think when it comes to finances for me, I just like I in my mind, since I was young, my grandmother used to say, make sure you save your penny. Save your pennies. Like never be somebody who always need money. That's something in my household that was always said. And so I grew up with this mindset in my brain, thinking like, yeah, I better have my own. So to have your own, you have to work towards it. You have to get it. So that's what I did. And so if I wanted something, I just work for it. That's basically. And I use the things that is in my environment so I don't have to buy stuff. And a lot of us, we tend to be like looking outside to be consumers instead of producers. And we have to change that mindset. Learn to be a producer than to be a consumer. Let people consume from you, but you produce the product so people can buy it. And I think this is how I think in my head. So for example, most of the times you see me wearing, a lot of people ask me, oh, you have such nice skirts and whatever. You know what I did? I figure out like, how can I have beautiful skirts? Because I'm a person who likes beautiful skirts. I decided to learn how to make skirts. It's very simple and very easy. I went to the thrift store, I find a pattern, and I just put the pattern down, I put the cloth on it, and I cut the thing, and I make whatever style fashion skirt I want. I want a short one, I just sew a short one. A long one, I sew a long one. Now, If I have to buy a skirt in the store, it's for, it's different prices, 20, 30, 40, 50, depends on what kind of skirt you're buying. But I am thinking on the mindset of me producing my own stuff. Me producing my own stuff. I have a video come where I show you guys I bought with for fabric. And I bought fabric for $3 for 2 yard, right? So when I saw this fabric, I was like, what? I usually buy fabric much more expensive than that. Now I gotta get into that fabric buying thing and buy fabric. So I bought some fabric, and that's exactly what I did. And I'm gonna use this fabric to make skirts or any nightgown or anything that I want to make, right? So I am thinking how I can use things that are in my environment or something that is very, very cheap to make what I want to make. So I am producing my skirts. I am producing my own nightgown because I'm sewing them, and I don't have to buy. So I'm saving money that way. So learn to be a producer than a consumer, okay? Because if you want to be hungry for success, you have to eat, and that's part of the eating, okay? Let's move on to point number 7. Standing up for yourself, saying no to people, and silencing the voice in your head that is talking nonsense. Yes, guys. In a lot of people's brain, there's voices that is talking nonsense to them, telling them, oh, you're fat, or you're ugly, or you can't do this, or you will be able to achieve this, or you can never buy a house, or you can never buy. These are really voices in your head that is talking nonsense to you. And a lot of you are listening to these voices. And you have to get rid of them in your head. And you have to put positive things in your head. Like, I can do this. I can make this dress. I can buy this car. I can get this job. These are things you have to say in your head and believe that you can do it. And it will happen, because you're not just going to sit there and say things in your head and you're not going to do anything. If you want a particular job, you're going to go to school, make sure you have the degree for it. You're going to get the training for it. You want to make clothes, you're going to learn to sew. You're going to get a sewing machine. They have sewing machine in the thrift store. You can go buy a cheap sewing machine there, or you can buy one. They're not that expensive. They have all kind of sale on sewing machine, $59, $100, $8, whatever your pocket, and you can buy a sewing machine and you learn to sew. And then you can make your own things. Oh, I want to sew this fabulous dress. Buy a mannequin. Like, I had a first mannequin for years and then it break. Now I have a second one, but I waited for the mannequin to go on sale, like half the price, and I bought a next mannequin. So now I have a second mannequin. I can use the mannequin to make whatever dress, nightgown, whatever I want to make for myself, for my daughter, whoever, shorts, dress, whatever I want to make, right? So when you silence the voices in your head, which is going to stop saying negative things to yourself, which is going to keep you away from temptation also, because there's voices in people's head that is telling to do all kind of stuff. And that is why it's very important to have a clear mind. It is very important to surround yourself with positive things, positive people, positive environment. Like certain things, me personally, I don't watch. I don't watch certain movies. I don't read certain books, because I don't want those things to get into my brain. I don't want them to be repeating over and over in my brain, because it's not going to be good for me. And sometimes I try to explain that to people and it's like, oh, but sometimes like you don't understand that these things, they really do impact you. They do impact you. You're remembering stuff, before you know it, you're scared of something or whatever. So I prevent myself from that, from not looking at certain stuff, not being part of any of that things, because I prefer to protect my mind than to expose my mind to something and then I have to work for a long time to heal myself. It's not really worth it. Okay, so things like that, I don't do that. So learn to silence the negative voices in your brain, inside your head, that is telling you nonsense. Oh, I want to exercise. Oh, you exercise tomorrow. If a nice chicken in the fridge, how about you go eat that? That's a negative voice. That's a nonsense voice in your brain telling you nonsense when you know you're not supposed to be doing that at all. It's like you want to get married and this guy's calling you up and telling you, oh baby, you want me to come over? No. Tell that nonsense voice in your head, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm a worthy woman. I'm worth something. So I'm not going to do that. And when that guy called me, I'm gonna say, sorry, honey, No, if you want me, I'm wife material. You can't come over to my house until you're gonna be my husband. That's basically it. Because this voice are in your head talking to you, talking all the nonsense, and we call them spirits. They're tempting you to do wrong things, and then that's why you're not gonna have success in your life because, you know, it just takes one thing sometimes. Sometimes you have everything going well. It's like a woman or young lady might be there and she has everything going good. She has her apartment, she has her car, she has she's studying and everything like that. She's almost to finish out. And her life is going good. She has a little bit of money, whatever, whatever. Boom. You go meet some guy. Before you know it, you're pregnant. Then this guy goes about his business. Then you become a single mom. You're not married. No, you have to struggle to finish your school. You have to spend money on a baby. You see what I'm telling you guys? Like, one thing could just ruin everything. You had plans. Yeah, you're gonna travel to Europe. You're gonna stay over there. Now you have a baby. You know what I mean? And then now you're not responsible for yourself, but you're responsible for two people now. And then you have to have money and everything like that when you are responsible for only for yourself. So that is the reason why I say silence the voices in your head and stay away from temptation, because that can cause you to like lose your success in life, not gain success in life where you want to be, make you unhappy, miserable, and take away your joy. Okay? Okay. Let's move on to point number 7. No, it did point number 7, which is stand up for yourself. Point number 8 is be relentless, be courageous, and not say no to yourself. Like, don't give up. Keep going at it. Keep going at it. Keep going at it. Keep going at it. When I was doing my course, I was taking a certified course. It was hard. I had to go to school in the afternoon time, and it was just better for me to take the bus than to drive. And it was cold at night, and it was just hard to leave work in the afternoon, make supper, get ready, and just go to school at night. It was hard. It was tough. But I'm like, I'm relentless. I'm not giving up. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do this certification. I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna do my stuff. I'm gonna achieve that thing that I want to achieve. And sometimes I have exams and I come home and I have assignments to do. I have to get up in the morning, I have to look after my kids. I had a job to go to, but I have assignments and stuff, and I'm like, sometimes it's like 12 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock at night, and I'm still up writing papers and studying for exam and stuff like that. But I was I was relentless. I was like, okay, this is not gonna this is not going to stop me, because I'm gonna get this certification. And that's exactly what I did. Sometimes I would just like, when I have a break, like my lunch or something, I'll be like taking a nap. I'll go to my car, set our alarm, take a nap in my car. Like, every moment that I had that was spare, I use it to gain my success. I didn't let like those things, I didn't waste time, you know? Like, the day when I didn't have any assignment and I know our assignment was coming up, I just did it because I didn't want things to pile up on me. So that's what I'm telling you. You have to be relentless, you know? Like, my body, like, I exercise my body. I'm relentless when it comes to exercise. I said, listen, I am going to be old. I'm going to be strong. I'm going to be healthy. I'm going to be happy. And I refuse to not exercise. And I'm relentless. If I'm like, some days, if I'm like lazy and I don't want to exercise, I'm like, okay, I don't feel like exercise for 25 minutes today. I'm like, okay, like I told you guys, I'm going to do stairs. I'm going to go up and down the stairs. I'm going to do jumping jacks. I'm going to do 25 jumping jacks. I'm going to do sit-ups. I'm going to do chair exercise. I'm going to do something, because I cannot make my mind stop me. I have to be relentless, because I have to stay a certain weight, and I have to stay in shape, and I have to stay healthy. And I'm relentless about it, right? And the next thing when we talk about courageous, like, you have to have the courage and the mindset to do stuff. You know, it's like some people, they get scared and they worry so much about what people is gonna say about them or think about them, and they just lose their courage. But you have to build up that mindset. You have to build up that courage and say, come what may, what I be, rain, sun, snowstorm, I'm gonna be out there and I'm gonna be doing that. And that's something you have to build up mentally. This is like a mental something that you have to really, really build up. And once you build that up, like within yourself, you become like untouchable. And so, I had to build up those mental thinking in my own brain. And I do that every single day. I'm like, I'm not gonna eat this. I'm not gonna eat that. It's a mental thing. When I see certain things, I'm like, warning, 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 warning. Like the red light comes on. I'm like, nope, that's not going to my body. I'm not eating that. It doesn't matter how tempted I am. Right? I'm not gonna eat that because I already built up that strength, that courage, and I'm not going to do that. I want to be healthy. I want to be strong. I don't want to be like, having all kind of problems. And because in my family, I see, like on my side of the family, I see all the problems that we have health wise, right? So I never want to have those health problems. So I build up this mentality that I'm not going to be diabetic because we have diabetic very close on both sides of my family, right? I'm not going to have high blood pressure. We have high blood pressure in my family, right? Very, very close, you know? So it's like, I have to, I just certain things I just cannot do. It's like my dad, he's diabetic. So I don't want to be diabetic, So I have to do things that's not going to make me diabetic, So, and I think sometimes it's like we need to fight those battles for ourselves. We really do need to fight these battles for ourselves, and we can't say, well, if it happens, it happens. Oh well, that's life. No, you have to learn to fight battles and be relentless, be courageous, and just do not quit. Do not quit. And even if one day you take a rest to rebuild yourself again, come back stronger. Maybe you're at 50% now. By next week, you come back 100%, and be at it, at it, at it, at it. And this is how I I see myself and my life. So, for example, and another thing about me is I would work in any job once the job is honest and once they're not, asking me to do anything that is illegal, honestly. But most people, again, they would choose not to take a job because, oh, it is below my standards. I don't want to work there. I don't want to wash dishes. I don't want to do that. What's wrong with washing dishes? At the end of the day, you're doing something honest and you're getting your pay. That's it. So I'll cash. It doesn't matter what degree, what certification, what diploma I have. To me, work is work. Once it's not demoralizing, once I'm not taking my clothes off, once I'm not doing anything that's going to hurt somebody else, physically and mentally, I am going to take that job. Once people are not, abusing me or something like that, yeah, I'm going to work once it's an honest job. And a lot of people, they're like, I'm not taking this job. I have a degree. I have a this, I have a that. Why would I go to work? You know, it's like right now, for example, you know, I'm doing a job, you know, and people are asking me, oh, why don't you apply for this other job? Like, this is your qualification. This is that. I know I'm qualified to do this job, but I choose to do this other job, a lower job. Why? Number one, I don't want to have any stress. My job is a stressful job. So I decided to not go back into my exact field. It is a stressful field. So I'm like, I've worked in this field for a long time. I'm going to do something else that's less stressful, less peace, more enjoyment for me as a person. And when you're a person full of joy and enjoyment, you bring that joy with you around people, the people that you are with, the people that you're working with, the children, whoever you are working with, whether it be adults, young adults, youths, old people. You bring that joy with you because you're happy. When you walk in an environment when you are working in a place where you're not happy, you don't like that job, you won't have no joy, no peace, nothing with you. You just going to work and you just be like, oh my God, it's Monday. Oh, Friday. Thank God. No. I working because what I'm doing, I'm happy with it. Every day when I wake up, I'm like, yep, it's another day. I'm going to see Harry. I'm going to see Sam. I'm going to see Peter today. And I'm happy about it. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And sometimes people cannot be relentless in things because it's just not their passion. And I say that on my channel already. Be passionate about the things that you do. Don't be doing something, oh, I need to work because my mama is sick. I need to work because I need to feed my kids. I need to work because my car. I need to work because of this house. Really? 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 Listen, if you're doing something that you do not like, I don't know what to tell you, because you're not happy, you're not joyful, and you're not bringing your 100% to that job. And I don't care what anybody say. I've worked with enough people to see that some people, they're very miserable in their job. And I'm working people who are cleaning the toilet and they're so happy in their job because they don't mind cleaning the toilet. To them it's a job. They're happy that they're alive and they can do this job and they're contented and stuff like that, you know. So it's like sometimes you have to ask yourself some things. Do I really want to do that? Yeah, my mom is sick. Yes, I have to look after my children, but is that the life that I want for myself? Is that the stress that I want every single day? Is that the feeling I want to feel every single day? How is that going to affect me mentally, physically, socially? You know, you have to ask yourself that. All right. And you have to also tell yourself it's okay to not do those things and do something else. A lot of us do things because of desperation and because of tradition and because people are depending on us. But do not allow people to depend on you so much that you lose yourself in that dependence. That's nonsense. That's just foolishness. And I always tell my kids all the time, like, make sure your cup is full to the top, all right? Before you volunteer to help anybody or decide to do anything. Because if your cup is not full, you cannot help anybody. I'm telling you. You cannot help anybody if your cup is not full. Don't even try it. You're going to kill yourself, all right? You're going to end up in mental. Okay, so don't do it. All right, and I'm speaking from experience because my younger self used to do that. Oh, these people, they need me. Oh, this da, da, da. Now I'm like, no, I need me. Okay, I need to get myself right, because me, the more you put yourself out there and you're not mentally, physically strong, you are crushing yourself every single day. So don't do that. Point number one, daily improving yourself. To get successful in life, to be a joyful person, to be happy, you need to improve yourself daily. So some things that you want to do is like step up on your fears. And things that you're fearful of doing, take the challenge yourself. Don't bite off more than you can chew, but take things in strides. Yeah, there's some insects that I'm scared of. Before, I would never even go close to that specific insect that I'm scared of. But now I'm like, I gotta take my fear into my hands, because I am going to go into a place where there's loads of those things. And what am I gonna do? I'm gonna be calling the neighbor, oh, come rescue me every time I see one of those things. Or I'm gonna be calling my husband every time when he's somewhere else, or my sons or whatever. I'm like, no, I gotta take those things into my own hands. So now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pick up that little thing with the gloves. You know what I mean? And there's not many things that I'm scared of. Not at all. But I just certain, things that I'm gonna take a glove and I'm gonna pick the thing up. And like before, I was so petrified of earthworms. I was like, oh my gosh, earthworms, they're crawling, moving, whatever. Oh, I didn't like earthworms, But I had to like, improve myself and step on my fears and tear them down, I had to motivate myself. I'm like, if you're going to be a gardener, if you're going to be planting food, you're going to be providing for your family, like, you can't be scared of earthworms. You can't be scared of bugs. You can't be scared of beetles, no, and grasshoppers. No, you got to go out there and realize that these things are in nature and they're not going to hurt you, and that you're more powerful than those things. Like, you're over those things. Those things are not over you, So I had to take my fears and crush them. Now I'm going out there, gardening, picking up earthworms and all kind of stuff, and not scared of any bugs and whatever. So yeah, you have to like take your fears in stride. Some people, they're scared of snakes, and so to get rid of your fear of snakes, it's like, you go close to a snake You go close to a snake container where the snake is, you stand up, you watch it, maybe you feed it or whatever. Then after the person they like make you, oh, you wanna touch the snake? Oh my gosh, just thinking about it makes me like, oh, I think every woman is scared of snakes. Like for me, if the snake is not poisonous, like it doesn't bother me so much because like we have snakes back home and I know they're not poisonous. So even if I don't like them and I don't want them to touch me or anything like that, I will never go and pick them. I'll take a stick and just like think them all, just like whatever. But to pick it up or to interact or anything with that, forget it. And if you put one on me, okay, then that's it. That'll be the end of me and you. I'll you be my friend anymore. Okay. But stuff like that. So it's like conquering your fear of things. It's really important. It's really important. Like if there are certain things that like you fear, you have to take it in strides, you know, and just take it one day at a time. If you fear like not having money and you don't want to spend anything, then you become a spendthrift. You only buy like noodles to eat and you save it all your money. Actually, I knew somebody back then when I was younger. That person was just crazy, man. They ate so badly and they just put aside all the money because it's a fear. They fear that they don't want to be like in financial situation. They don't want to be like their family. They don't want to. They never want to have that problem. So it's like they just become a stingy person. Like they be just saving money, making themselves look like we have a name that we call some people back home, but I'm not gonna say. But I'm not gonna say certain things here. But it they're making themselves look like a homeless person. I'm gonna say that's what I'm gonna use. So they're making themselves look like a homeless person. Right? And they can buy clothes, they can buy shoes, like if they show up a hole, they be patching it, they be sewing up their things, like making themselves look so terrible. When they have the money, they could just go buy new pants, go buy a new shirt. But the fear of not having that money, the fear of instability when it comes to finances just lock them in that state of mind that they cannot get over it. Going to the store and buying like 1 pound of chicken and cutting it in pieces and doing that kind of stuff and saving like you can just eat that chicken twice and you're done. Like they'll make that chicken last for like 5 days. And like they can go to the store and they can buy beef and all kind of stuff, but they're just like locked in that fear of losing, not having money. And a lot of us are locked in a lot of fears like that, and we really cause ourselves to suffer. So get away from that. But improve yourself, go take a course, learn new things. I can talk about reading, find out about stuff, do research, get go in different environments, travel, invest in yourself, and explore your surroundings, and then take little steps. Maybe you go to another province and see how things are. Before you know it, you're on a plane. Some people are scared of traveling. People are scared of traveling. I know many people say, oh, they don't travel because they're scared of flying, because they have a fear of flying, so they don't fly. So that's why they don't travel. But just baby steps, okay? Baby steps. Sometimes when you're in a place for a long period of time and you become so, how should I say, you can become stagnant. But when you're taken out of that place and you see a new world, you see how things are on the other side, your mindset would definitely shift. And then the last point is point number 10, is make your own path. Go out there. This phone. Go out there and create a path that nobody has created before, that nobody has walked on. And that is something a lot of people are scared to do. They're scared to create a new path. Oh, I'm just going to walk in the road since this road is here already. I'm just going to go there. But you create a new road. You create your own path. And that will take you to new destination. That will help you to discover new things. That would help you to see things in a different perspective. That would open up doors for you that you would never know that was there. Maybe you didn't even know the door was there to be open in the first place. So the point of all what I'm saying here is make your own path, challenge yourself, decide what you want in your life, how you want to be successful, how you want to be happy, the things that you don't want in life, the things that you want in life, and just go for it. And do not make anybody stop you or tell you you can't do that. Let can't not be in your dictionary, in your vocabulary brain up here. Let that not be. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people have unrealistic expectations or they set unrealistic standards, which which is never going to happen. You know, it's like you're like 80 years old and you want to be a doctor. You're not going to be a doctor. That's unrealistic. You're 80. It takes years and years to be a doctor. You're getting older in age, you're deteriorating. Like by the time you get your qualification, you're gonna be too old, right? So I'm just using that as a reference because it's just really you can get what I'm saying, you know. So be realistic in what you want to be, or what you want to do, or what you want to achieve in life. It's easy to get peace. It's easy to be mindful. It's easy to be financially stable. It's not something hard. If you want to have finances, there's a way to have it. Spend less. Very simple. Live in a smaller space. Um, have some things that you can afford. Live within your means. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what anybody say. Live within your means. And if you live in a city that it's have high rent, high house, move somewhere else. It's very simple. This is a big, everlasting, huge world. I always said in my video, why should you stay in one place and suffer? To me, this concept doesn't make any sense. Okay? If the interest rate goes up right now, like triple the price, you think I'm gonna stay in my house? No way, Jose. It's not gonna happen. I'll move to Timbuktu if I have to. And this is my mindset. Okay? But not everybody have that mindset. And I'm very firm in my views, what I believe in, and what I will and will not do. So I'm very firm in that, and nobody can ever change me in that. I was talking to my mom, and she was saying, you know, the thing about you is, what you did, nobody can change your mind when you decide to do something. You always like that with a child, and no, you're adult. You will never change that. I'm like, Mom, I'm not gonna say anything else because you know me. You know exactly. You know your daughter. If I tell you that I've made up my mind to live and go to stay in Timbuktu, you will. I'll send you a postcard from Timbuktu because I am definitely going to go to Timbuktu. And my mom, she knows that. She's always saying, no, when you was a child, you said that you're going to do this and nobody can stop you from doing that. You're exactly going to do it. That's who I am. That's exactly what what I'm going to do, you know? So that's what it is, because I am the person that I don't make rash decisions. I don't make, like, one thing people know about me is if I'm going to do something, like, I think about it. I see the pros, I go the pros and the cons. Oh, how that gonna benefit me? Like, I think really deep about stuff before. Like, I'm not like very impulsive, like, oh, I'm just gonna do that right now. No, this thing really have to make sense to me. It has to have some kind of benefit to me for me to really do it. And that's how I am. I think about stuff. And when I decide to do something, say if I decide to do something in 3 months, today that I decide to do it, I start moving on that task. Like, I'm moving on it. I'm doing little step until I get to 3 months. It's like when I'm gonna plant my garden. I know summer is gonna be a certain time. And guys, every time I go somewhere, I see seeds, I buy seeds. My husband said to me, why are you buying seeds? It's like in the middle of winter. It's gonna be months before there's gonna be any spring. I said, well, those seeds are here. They are very cheap. So I'm buying them right now. By the time spring comes, I have all the good seeds. Because like, they have seeds in some stores, like in the feed stores and stuff. You go, there are some feed stores. The seeds are always there, right? But because it's winter, the seeds they put the price down, so it's cheaper, right? So every time I go to that store to buy, what I would buy chicken feed or something for chicken, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna buy this seed. Oh, I'm gonna buy stuff. That's what I do, and I just buy it and I put it down. And my husband always say, like, You just like to plan things way ahead. I'm like, yeah. So when the time come, I am not stressing myself. I'm like, toodaloo, I'm going. If I know we're going on a trip, everything that I need to get for that trip, I'm buying it from since the day, like from since the day I decide we're gonna go on that trip. I'm starting to buy the things. By the time we're ready to go on the trip, I have every single thing ready. Every single thing ready. You know? There's some people waiting for last minute. Oh, I need to get this. No, not me. Not me at all. I'm gonna move to Timbuktu, and I decided today I'm gonna move to Timbuktu. Okay, let me see what I need to go to Timbuktu. I need mosquito nets. Well, next week I get a big box or big container, and I'm like, okay, next week mosquito net is being bought. I need a boots. Boots is going in that thing, and that's what I did until. First of all, I make a list of all the things I need, and I just go down that list. A month into it, I have everything put down, and I'm ready. So if I have to wait 2 more months, everything is ready. When the day comes, I'm like, okay, lift up the box. Let's go. And and that's something people get annoyed with. They're like, oh well, this thing's not running away. But I think about if I buy something now for $10, okay? I know prices always goes up. Something will be on sale for $10 now. In a month, it's gonna be 22. Why would I want to spend 22 if I can spend 10? It doesn't make any sense. And that's something people don't think about. I could have get two of the thing if I want. So, this is how my mind works, and this is how I do things, and it makes perfect sense. And I don't have a problem, and I don't have a problem because I always look at the bigger picture, and I plan way, way, way ahead of time, and that is why in point number 10 I tell you, make your own path. All right, I am making my own path. While people want to follow the same path. Oh, I'm gonna travel. I am going to buy my ticket this time. No, I decide to travel now. I'm gonna tonight when I go. I'll be looking for ticket from tonight until I find a ticket that I want. I hate last minute things. Last minute things get me on my last nerve. It gets me upset. It gets me angry. And no, that's not for me. If I'm gonna take a trip, I'm cleaning the van. I'm putting everything in one corner so I know the night before I'm ready to go on the trip, I put everything inside my van and it's packed, because in the morning time, I do not want to be putting things in my car. I want to put everything in my vehicle, and I want to go to bed at night and sleep and oh, did I put that in? Did I put that in? Did I forget that? No. The same thing if I'm traveling to another country or going on a vacation. My suitcase is packed days before. I'm leaving like on the 10th. My suitcase is packed since on the 5th because I am not leaving anything, So I'm making my own path, and I'm not a person who will follow somebody else's path unless it makes absolutely sense and it's gonna be of absolute amazing benefit to me. So guys, that's basically it. That's how you can have true success in your life. True success for you. Have joy, have finances, have peace, and just live happy the way you want to live. But be successful. And success is not only like for yourself only, but for immediate family, nuclear family. You can be of use to you. You can leave an inheritance for your children. You can help your brothers and your sisters. You can help your extended family. Once you are in good relation and stuff like that, and it's going to be beneficial for them because they're good people. You've been good to them, they've been good to you. This is what I'm talking about. Not this raga people who just come in to lever for you because you get something, and when you need them, they wasn't there. Not the raga people, the real people I'm talking about. So yeah. So that's the video for today, guys. For some reason today, my phone is just acting up. You can see the thing going in and out, and that has never happened to my phone before. I don't know what is happening, like going this and that. I don't know. Strange things are happening today. Strange things. But thank you all 30 of you who came to the live today. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all very much, and I love to see when you guys come to hear what I have to say. All right. So thank you all. And I will see you in the next live. I'm trying not to do live every single day because then it's too much, because then I have to post a video and do a live at the same time and run from work. So I'm trying to do a live every second day. Okay, I think that'll be better to do. Like if I do one today, I won't do one tomorrow. I'll do one the other day, because I think that'll be better. That'll give me a chance the day that I don't do a live, I get a few, and I'll get more time to like do a video for you guys, because I'm not working from home now. I'm working from outside the home. When I'm working from home, it's so much easier to plan my day inside and leave like a certain amount of time for live and videos to edit videos. But now that I'm working outside of the house, it's kind of hard to coordinate that together. And on the weekends, like I don't want to be like bombarding my weekend with all kind of stuff, so I don't enjoy myself. Because you know me, I have to enjoy life. Okay, I'm not gonna make anything not make me enjoy my life. But I'm gonna be doing a poll on the community page, another poll, and let me know what you guys want me to talk about more in the live and also on the channel, because I'm noticing that the channel on the channel, oh my gosh, the phone is terrible. On my channel, my views when it comes to the videos are very low, but the shots are busting it, guys. Thank you for the shots. The shots are busting it. 1.2 1.2k. Like you guys are busting it with the shots. 400 and something, 500. Like, whoa, guys. Thank you very much. You guys are busting it up with the shots. Thank you. You know? So, yeah. So I want to bring valuable information to you guys. I want to talk real talk to you guys. And like I said, everybody come on YouTube and it's about money, 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 money. Yes, you want to make money on YouTube. You get a nice little money. Where they make $100, $200 at the end of the month, it's still something. But I think I like to bring stuff that is of value to you guys. So let me know things that you want to hear, things that you really want me to talk about, and that I will come with that. So guys, thanks for coming. Ciao, ciao. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Stay positive and beautiful and believe in yourself.